What's up, guys, and welcome out to Golden Sun Dark Dawn. We're finally starting it. Sorry I'm starting a little bit late today. I was working on some sound settings because I booted up the game to give it a shot because Dark Dawn, especially in emulation, is known for having issues. Specifically issues with a bunch of things. Wait, no. I wanted his name to be Matthew. Hold on. No, I'm just gonna restart. So there's a couple of things that I might need to adjust as we play. There's a couple of things that we're probably going to have to adjust as we go through, just because I have attempted to find everything that is the problem, but we'll see. Long ago, the ancients of Weyard discovered the secrets of alchemy. They found that all life in Weyard was based on the four elements: earth, wind, fire, and water. They used their knowledge of alchemy to forge a dazzling civilization from the elements, and the ancients made their wildest dreams come true. And then began the nightmare of alchemy. Abuses of alchemy threatened to tear apart their entire civilization, so the ancients did the unthinkable. They sealed away the power of alchemy so no one could use it. Civilization was saved, but the physical world itself began to die a slow death. For the ancients didn't realize that alchemy was what held Weyard together. Without the force of alchemy, lands went barren, seas went dry, and the planet began to crumble. And civilization itself fell into the darkest of ages that came before its final, fatal extinction. The ancients had sealed away alchemy to save civilization, but they had doomed Weyard. But while the oceans churned and life on the continent slid slowly towards oblivion over the eons, legend was kept alive that held the key to Weyard's survival. The four elemental lighthouses could be ignited. Their energy would trigger the Golden Sun event over Weyard. The Golden Sun would unleash the force of alchemy, saving the world. 30 years ago, a group of heroes did save the world with the Golden Sun, but now a shadowy threat is spreading. The Dark Dawn. Camelot presents a game in 3D this time. We're getting a little bit of audio crackle. There's not a whole lot I can do about that. Like I said, this game is horribly optimized for emulator for some reason. So much so that even though this game runs in 3D, which means that I could upsample the models, upsampling the models breaks summons, I think. So, like, we can't even do that. It has been 30 years since the Golden Sun event over Weyard. The world was saved and changed. 8 heroes took part in the quest to light the elemental lighthouses. That's diminishing Saturos and Minardi and Karst and Agatio's efforts. There were at least 12 of us. 4 of these brave warriors were from the town of Vale. The Warriors of Vale, as they are known throughout Weyard, are praised and blamed for their efforts. They had long lived at the foot of Mount Aleph, home to a people charged with a sacred duty from the ancients. That was to protect Sol Sanctum, where the forbidden keys to the elemental lighthouses were hidden. It is also home to the godlike wise one who protected Weyard. Vale kept the Sanctum's secrets for generations, ever vigilant against the return of alchemy. But the warriors of Vale were among those who pursued the forbidden return of its power. Because of their courage, the world of Weyard was saved 30 years ago. But while Weyard was saved, the new dawn of alchemy has been anything but bright. For while alchemy brings life, it has also unleashed chaos. It's not bright, you might even call it dark. This dawn is dark. It is a dark dawn. When the Golden Sun event happened, raw power exploded from the sky above Mount Aleph. Mount Aleph was largely destroyed by the explosion. Not a trace remains of the peaceful village of Vale. The planet itself is still caught in the violent throes of rebirth. Natural disasters continue to torment the people of Weyard. But the survivors live on, driven to new desperation. The good people of Vale, though forced to resettle, continue their sacred vigil. They persist in their duty to Sol Sanctum at Mount Aleph, or at least what remains of it. 2 survivors live near the crater where Vale once was. The area rocks with eruptions, but still, they watch Mount Aleph from the newly upheaved Goma Plateau. This was the best screen setup that I could think of for this. There, Isaac and Garrett, 2 of the warriors of Vale. These men praised and blamed for the dawn of their new day, study the after effects of the Golden Sun carefully. And from their lookout cabin, Isaac and Garrett also trained their children to be powerful warriors. For this world will soon need a new generation to face the darkest of this new dawn. Golden Sun, Dark Dawn, from 2010. This game is 11 years old now. That's hard to believe. It's been 11 years since we've gotten a new Golden Sun game. The 3D doesn't look that bad until you see the characters. They tried to shove so much detail onto the characters that they just look like gross amalgamations of pixels. And they're really not that bad from this close up either. What a relief to have have that journey behind us. Let us drop our packs here, son. You're getting stronger, Matthew. Tap! Tap, tap, tap! This is one of the more new, kind of annoying things. I think you can also just hit R. Yeah, if you hit R, it highlights the different things. And the encyclopedia shows you these different highlighted words so that you know, like, if you ever get lost or not sure what something is, there, bam, there it is. Matthew, this young man is a promising Earth adept, just like his father was when he started his adventure 30 years ago. And just like Isaac, who led the famous Warriors of Vale, Matthew is a person of few words but strong convictions. Basically telling you he's the silent protagonist of this game. You're getting stronger, Matthew. It will serve you well, since life here in our cabin isn't easy. As you explore, you'll discover many new people and places. Tap names to begin more details. You can also use L and R to view these special insights. When you look at an entry, you will be added to your personal encyclopedia. Getting stronger, Matthew. It will serve you well, since life here in the cabin isn't easy. But that's enough work for now. Let's call it a day. Keep in mind this is on the DS, so there are a lot of things that are like, yeah, you gotta tap everything. This mountain, home to Sol Sanctum, was mostly destroyed when the Golden Sun effect exploded above it. The mountain once stood over the town of Vale, which was obliterated by that cataclysmic event 30 years ago. The view of Mount Aleph today is spectacular. What a shame things can't always stay like this. I don't know that I'm going to read every single one of those, I'm not sure that I'm going to read every single one of those little, like, blurbs, because mostly know what they are at this point, considering we played the first 2 games, but I will still get them to highlight so that if anybody wants to watch these later, they can pause it and read the encyclopedia while I read the actual text. The explosive Golden Sun event, all those years ago, brought the life-giving power of alchemy back to the world. It does take a minute for those things to write themselves out. We were the ones who saved our world from destruction by doing so, but the Golden Sun also brought chaos. Though our world has been reborn, people are desperate, and they're driven to fight like animals. And while civilization is ruled by chaos, the land is rocked by eruptions that exploded outward from Mount Aleph. All of our continent of Angara, even all of Weyard itself, has changed so violently. Here I know why. Angara, and there's Weyard. Flat, disc-like planet composed of 4 elements. Yes, Weyard is flat. We even saw the edge of the world last time, remember? Over the Gaia Falls. All this chaos comes from the re-emergence of alchemy. Hey, Earth Isaac, welcome out to the stream. The key to understanding alchemy is at Mount Aleph, within that place where it all began, Sol Sanctum. I'll let that ride out. Anybody that wants to read that. I appeal to you, Wise One, who watches over all Weyard. Oh, sweet, I can press the button. Sweet. I'm not gonna wait for this to write out anymore. I was worried that pressing the button would make it go away, but we're good. Have mercy on us, or give us some sign that of what we must do next to save our world from chaos. Oh, there you are again, Isaac. Wise one this, wise one that. Garrett looks so dumb in this game. Look, wringing your hands and invoking the name of that godlike hunk of rock isn't gonna help matters any. We did what we had to do to save Weyard. We released alchemy. Now its sheer force is out of control. I know, Garrett. That's why we must learn more about the synergy vortexes. This is new. These are distortions in space that suck the elemental energy out of the world and from adepts. They're thought to be an after effect caused by the Golden Sun event. These vortexes have come in the wake of the Golden Sun event, and they're tied to the deadly Morning Moon, the immense synergy vortex once unleashed unimaginable destruction in the center of Angara. The misery it caused was so widespread that it became known as the Morning Moon. Fortunately, our old friend Ivan has made a whole lot easier by building us these soar wings. Yeah, it's literally like a backpack that you power with synergy and you can fly. Now we can quickly fly in search of synergy vortexes as they pop up around the Vale area. Most importantly, we can fly over the impassable terrain around Mount Aleph to reach Sol Sanctum. Wonder if the Wise One is even in Sol Sanctum anymore, given all the eruptions nearby. Then again, he's not flesh and blood like us, so maybe all this doesn't even bother him. It's all the more reason we should take Soarwing lessons. All the more reason we should take Soarwing's lessons from Karis. The young Wind Adept has long known Matthew and Tyrell, often visiting them at Goma Plateau Cabin. Her father, Ivan, was a warrior of Vale. She has inherited her father's indomitable spirit and power of observation. She's every bit as disciplined as her father, so we couldn't be in better hands. Get off the roof, Tyrell! Tyrell is Garrett's son. If that wasn't obvious right now. I'll be down before anyone knows, Karis. Don't be stupid, Tyrell. It's slippery up here after last night's storm. Oh, you can fall for all I care, but don't break the Soarwing. Don't be so uptight, Karis. I've got it under control. That fool son of mine has taken out Ivan's Soarwing. Every now and then, you can use the emotion menu to communicate what you think. Choose the smiling face to respond in a glad, easygoing way. And select the gleeful face to show that you're feeling very positive, even gutsy. Select the sad face to show that you're feeling glum or troubled. Choose the angry face to respond with irritation. Now choose one of the faces to show how you feel about what was just said. The son of mine has taken Ivan's Sorwing. Anger. Don't snap at me. You're supposed to help keep my son in line, Matthew. We've got to get that Sorwing from Tyrell before he breaks it. Onward. So there's two ways to control the characters in this game. You can control it like a regular person and use the D-pad, as you can see me doing here. What do you think you're doing, Tyrell? Or you can also click and drag the stylus if you wanted to play. The entire game can be played with the stylus, but we're not gonna bother with that. Just in time, Matthew. You're a sensible kid. See if you can stop that blockhead. Over there, Matthew. Talk Tyrell down. Ha ha ha. That's just like you, egging him on. You should be a better friend. Don't come any closer, Matthew. Forgot his voice. I told Karis that I only wanted to take the Sorwing out for a quick spin, but she won't let me. She was concerned for your safety, Tyrell. Flying it without proper instruction is too dangerous. Even a wind adept needs special training to fly a Sorwing. You can't possibly pilot it yet. Come on, how hard can it be? I mean, you just jump into the wind and act like a bird. What? That's bird brains, son. You're gonna drop like a rocket in the valley below. You're wrong. You just don't have any faith in me, Dad. I'm fed up with people not taking me seriously. He's gonna do it. There must be something we can do to stop him. He's beyond reason. Our only chance is to render the Sorwing useless before he takes off. I'm not scared. I'm not scared at all. If you take off, you won't be able to return here to the plateau. You'll drop towards the forest below. This is great, but wait, I really am dropping lower. Oh, now he gets it. You don't have the synergy to maintain altitude, Tyrell. But Dad and Isaac have the power to fly it. They're extremely skilled adepts. That's why. But you're not, Karis. You're an apprentice adept just like me. But I'm a wind adept. I'm already used to controlling the wind. Yeah, it's true. I'm dropping lower, spiraling faster. Help! What a disaster. Tyrell won't last long down in the forest. It's too dangerous. This isn't helping, son. Don't give up. We'll save him. You've got it? You can fly over the forest valley, then land at the cave. It's his only shot at surviving. I'd better tell him, quickly. Listen, Tyrell. Help me. You're already too low to make it back up here. Yeah, you're right. What can I do? Fly to the far side of the forest. There's a small peak there. I'm falling too fast. I can't get there, Isaac. I hope you're right about this, Isaac. This is no time to doubt yourself. You said you could fly, so fly! Fly to the cave, then take cover. We'll get to you as soon as we can. What? Tough it out? Okay, can do, Matthew. See you there. Just go already. Don't waste another second, Tyrell. You'll all come and find me, promise? You're my son. I won't leave you out to the wolves. Now get going! Fine, I'll head out. But you better come get me or else. He's doing it. He's gone. I hope Tyrell can really make it to the other side of the forest. Hear that, Garrett? Matthew believes in him. You should too. You have to let Matthew and me go with you. I'm worried about my father's Sorwing. It's so incredibly difficult to make them. We know how valuable the Sorwing is, but... And I feel responsible for Tyrell too. only I kept better watch over the Sorwing. Nonsense. My son is always acting like a fool. You're not to blame. Garrett, we should take them along. You can't be serious. They're just kids. I'm dead serious. They're willing and brave. They're willing to brave the force below to help Tyrell. They have every reason to just let us take care of this. They want to help. This is what we've been training our children for, assuming their duty to look after the world. Well, no offense to the kids, but they're gonna slow us down. Tyrell is all alone down there. Tyrell is more resourceful than you give him credit for. He can fend for himself until we reach him. You say so, Isaac. I'm gonna give Tyrell such an earful for taking the Sorwing. Oh, sorry, that's not Isaac's voice. What fire you've got for a wind adept, Karis. Good. You'll need it out there. Now, you both should move on if you want to. You both should get a move on if you want to come along. Head inside the cabin. Gear up, then meet us at the bridge to the east. Gear up quickly. We need to be on our way. Are you ready, Matthew? Isaac asked me to give something to you. We got a leather cap. Let me help you put that on. Watch how I look at your items, then how I equip one. Tutorials! To equip yourself with items and armor, touch the icon on the bottom right of the menu. Select the items option to access your items. Equip. Now find the rest of your gear, then equip your weapon and armor. Hurry, we need to rescue Tyrell. One more thing. You should save your progress in the travel log now and then. Watch how I do it. Sweet Jesus, this tutorial is taking forever. Isaac says it's important to save frequently, so best that you get it in the habit. This was in that era of video games where they, like, everything was tutorialized all to hell. They couldn't trust people to just figure it out on their own. Like, all the way down to and including, like, I understand, especially for first-timers who've never played a Golden Sun game, needing to tutorialize things like Jin. But, like, equipping gear, I just don't, like, Even then, like, you can find stuff out on your own very quickly. Like, class changes and stuff. They're really easy to find. None of that stuff is actually explained in the game. You just sort of find out that, hey, if I use this combination of Jin, I get a new class, like a really strong one. Got some padded gloves. Great, you're ready. Let's meet up with Garrett and your father. Do you remember where to meet them? Yes. Okay, then lead the way. Head east from the cabin. Karis, join the party. You can actually see in the top right corner the actual bars. Now here's the thing. I kind of want to show this off, because this game, like I said, it doesn't run as well as it should when we're talking about video, like just in general, the way that the game looks and all that. I could very easily upsample this game right now. And the problem is that you can already hear the issue a little bit, but while the game looks fantastic when I upscale it, it doesn't run very well. And yeah, I could easily just upscale it like once or twice, and the internal resolution gets just like instantly better. Let me see here. You can already hear there's like a massive amount of slowdown just trying to do that. And if I open the menu, see how that like gross green color's there? They use some sort of weird texture overlay that screws up when you boost the texture of the game. So instead of boosting the texture of the game, we're just going to play at the base resolution because it's the only way to guarantee that we don't end up with that really gross effect. So I'm going to give it a second for the, there we go. For the game capture to realize what it needs to capture again. But that's why we're playing at original resolution instead of trying to upscale, despite playing on a DS emulator that could easily upscale the game. It just doesn't run well when you upscale it. It doesn't run well when you upscale it, and it's completely and totally screws up some of the visuals with things like summoning and opening menus. And those two should have no problem making their way down from the plateau by themselves. We'll follow at a distance. Yes, I get your plan, Isaac. This has got to be worried. Don't be. It's a great chance to see them in action. As long as they don't get in over their heads. No way. Too dangerous. This is a bad plan. They have to learn to handle themselves. This isn't some practice session. My son is in danger. We have to reach him as fast as possible. Remember, my Earth adept... Why did they stop calling them Venus adepts? My Venus adept powers allow me to feel what's happening in the forest. Tyrell made it to the far side of the woods. He's taking shelter. Fine, fine. You win. So... Do I have your word? I will let them handle their own battles. Well, Garrett, what an answer. Yes, we're eavesdropping. Don't look so shocked. It's the only way to find out anything around here. Right, Matthew? We caught everything. They're planning something for us, right? Don't get angry with me. I'm only saying what I want to know no more. I always, I screw up the interactions so badly in this because I assume that I should be responding to the situation, not to what the person is saying to me. But we weren't, we're just strategizing, that's all. We decided to let you fight your own battles as we descend from the plateau. I suppose you want an explanation? Alright then, I believe this is a great opportunity for you two to grow a little. Now that you know our big secret, how about we head down into the valley? Onward. That still looks really nice, even though it's like really pixelated. That looks really good. I like that. Head to the far path. That's the one that takes us to Tyrell. The other one takes you to the rest of the game, and we're not ready for that yet. Hold on, Matthew. Monsters are nearby. I can feel it in my bones. Stay on your guard. You're on your own against the critters in Goma Plateau. Ready for this? You'll be just fine if you use your synergy wisely. The actual fights in this game still look really good. I'm a little sad that we can't upscale it because when you upscale these fights, they look even better. But the actual fight models in this game look great. Like, I love all of the feel that all of the characters have. Also, I start with Growth. I don't start with Quake, I start with Growth. And she starts with Whirlwind. She is significantly more of a mage than her father was. Like, Isaac was a mage, but he could also wield, like, light swords and stuff, and I think she can too, but she is closer to Sheba as far as, like, actual, like, combat prowess. She's going to be focusing on using a lot more synergy than anybody else. How'd you like your first battle, Matthew? Now don't forget to exploit your synergy fully during battles, but also know that you can use it while exploring too. Synergy can help you get past obstacles. For instance, you can use your synergy to move objects that bar your path. Okay, let's press onward, Matthew. There's no going back now. Speaking of, first thing that I do in every game, go ahead and set that. And I think we're going to have to set that eventually as well. Critical strike. She deals no damage with her weapon. I do. One of the things that I really like, and next time that we get into a fight, I'll actually show it off. They still kept a lot of things from the first game. Hold it. Good thinking, Matthew. I don't need you to tutorialize this. I got it. Please let me play the video game. You've surprised Garrett. You didn't think you'd figure it out so easily. Great, Matthew. It's like you've known how to do this forever. It's because I played the first 2 games. Okay. It's like you, still, I bet Garrett wants to have it the last word. You bet I do. Okay. When moving a rock like this, be sure to shove it all the way over the edge. Isaac, we made this test way too easy for them. Maybe, but it's just a first step. It's too simple. Anyone could have figured it out. What's all this about a test? Can you believe this, Matthew? You're both terrible putting that in our way on purpose. Right, Matthew? A little too excited, aren't you? This is only a first test. Okay, shove that rock out of the way. In this case, let's take a quick look at how to activate synergy. Speed up. They want me to bind it to left, but I've always bound move to right. Cool thing about this one, though, is that you can actually see which synergies you have bound as on the screen. The synergy you currently wield should cover your needs right now. Synergy can be used in a variety of ways, so keep your eyes open for opportunities to use it. Now, you may be worried that you'll run out of synergy points if you use your synergy while traveling. Your PP will replenish naturally while walking, slowly but surely, so use it whenever you need to. Besides, look over there. The area around Aleph brims with the elemental power crystallized in the form of synergy stones. Touch one to restore all your synergy points. Okay, keep pushing ahead. Use synergy to get past obstacles that stand between us and Tyrell. Let me just go ahead and fix that really quick. Boom! Just shatters as soon as you're done with it. This first little bit going to Tyrell is literally a tutorialized version of all of the mechanics of the game, and it's kind of like, it straight up gets into like summons and shit. Like it's also Growth is only a single target now, so Matthew can really only single target no matter what he does. So I'm gonna have him single target this Flutter Seed. She's gonna whirlwind the party. Her synergy is ridiculously strong this early on, but obviously synergy has its limits. Also, you can use synergy from a much further distance now. In the first games, you had to be like right up on everything that you needed to use synergy on. In this game, you can be a distance away for anything really. Made it to the bottom of Goma Plateau. Good work. We haven't reached Tyrell yet. That cave Tyrell flew to is still a hike away. I thought we would reach the cave long before it got dark. Now we're in for trouble. Never intended to take the kids into the Tanglewood. Forest is said to transform at night, changing into a wood that ensnares both brave or foolish enough to enter after dark. We've never been into the forest at night either, but now we have to find Tyrell, so let's press forward. Onward. I don't like the looks of this. Yeah, nightfall. No good. The monsters come out after dark. The monsters that come out after dark will be on the prowl. This will make things much more difficult for us. Come on, we can't shirk away from this at a time like this. You better keep their distance. They wouldn't want to mess with me and you, Isaac. Not sure what to do about Matthew and Karis at this point. Well, we can't just leave him behind, Isaac. Of course not. They can't go ahead of us either. Monsters will sense that they're easier prey. Easier prey? Oh no, Matthew, should we be worried? Buck up, Matthew. You need to stay on your toes now. Well then, tough times call for tough measures. We'll lend you some gin. Only until we find Tyrell. However, we're attached to our gin, of course. You were planning this all along, weren't you? And let us borrow some gin for a little while? Using gin to battle will make us much more powerful. Do you remember how to use gin? Yes. Good, but we can never be too careful. Gin offer too many benefits to miss any. We should have one of our gin explain things. I'll have Flint explain it to you, just as he did when we first met him at the start of our very first quest. More tutorial. Okay, Isaac, you wanted me to explain to gin how gin work? You got it. Hello, Matthew. Hello, Karis. I'm one of Isaac's Venus gin. The name's Flint. I've known Isaac since the day we first met in hometown Vale. We don't have time for reminiscing, Flint. Please just a primer on gin. Always in such a hurry. Okay then, short and sweet. I do like the adorable, character designs on this. It's so cute. We gin and nature spirits. There are 4 types of us. Venus, Mercury, Mars, and Jupiter. We span the 4 elements. Venus gin are from the earth, while Mercury gin are from water. Mars gin are from fire, while Jupiter gin are based in wind. When you set gin on someone, his class may change. In this example, these 2 gin make Matthew a brute. Which removes his ability to cure, but gives him Fireball. Fireball. Bum, 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 bum. So, what you don't see here, because it's hard to, really show it off, but, he's pointing up to the top screen. And that Gin's holder stats, such as HP and PP, may change as well. Changing class can give you new synergy, while cutting other synergy. Experiment with classes to access new powers. Each Gin also has a unique power. Throw a Gin into battle and it'll help you fight. Now watch how we do this. Sweet Jeebus. This takes forever. I do like the animations for the Gin, and that the Gin look different every time. After a Gin fights, it goes into standby. The class and synergies it helps grant are lost until it returns set status. Distribute your Gin around the party and experiment with various combinations to see how they benefit with each warrior. You can't pile us all on one person. We like to be shared around the whole party, so everyone benefits. This is how you tutorialize something. You just make it cute, and it's fine. As I said, Gin go into standby after battling. You can also assign the status in the Gin menu, so why is it standby useful? Because standby Gin can summon powerful spirits into battle. Anyone in your party can draw upon the pool of all Gin currently in standby. Now watch how to summon a spirit. I also do like the battle music in this game. These are multi-screen things, so they're not going to look that good on this. But for the most part, they stay on the bottom screen, but the summons are awesome. You finally get a good feel for what the summons are supposed to look like. It's kind of cool. I also just really love the tutorial song. Gin reset after summoning. When done, they return to the set status, restoring any class and stat changes to the holders. You understand everything I've said about the benefits of set Gin and standby Gin? I understood it all. So I already knew it. So that wraps it up then. Thanks for showing us how it's done. Good work, Flint. Okay, let's divvy up the gin. Remember what Flint said about dividing them evenly? Yes. Good, because learning how to set your gin is crucial. Let's hurry up. Tyrell's waiting for us. Gather around those crystals. You ready, Matthew? Ready, Karis? That takes care of dividing up all the gin. Back when I started out, I only had one gin. Think you two are ready to borrow 6? Yes. Glad you're taking this seriously. Using gin properly is important. Isaac, wait. Isn't it time we talked about who should be leading us into the Tanglewood? Knew you said Matthew should lead us, but I'm having doubts. Only thing I dislike about older games is the fact that you can't skip tutorials. Yeah, like, that's the biggest problem with this, is, like, the first games had, like, one serious tutorial. They had literally one, and it was just because Jinn are such a unique facet of this game that they felt that it was important to explain. That made sense in the first game. By this point, they should give you the option, do you know how to do this? Yes or no. I even literally, like, they literally asked, they were like, hey, do you know how to use Jinn? And I said, yes, I have played the first 2 games. They're like, cool, but just in case, we're gonna show you anyway. It's like, please don't. I'm already done with it. I don't think he's ready. Not for what's ahead. So Matthew shouldn't be the leader then? Leading people into battle is never easy, kids. Back in the old days, Isaac and Felix were our leaders. You know, your dad has never been the easiest guy to get along with. But we've been managing to set aside our differences. We're a great team, especially in battle. What's on your mind, Isaac? Looks like something's caught your eye. Isaac? Huh? Said, what's on your mind? Usually read them like a book. Even if it is a thick book half the time. Yes, thick book. Funny. Now, if you're done talking, I had a thought. About the leader? Who's it going to be? I'm gonna sneeze. Gah. Whew. Stop beating around the bush. Say it already. Matthew will continue leading, of course. Just brilliant. We're back where we started. You want Matthew to lead. Garrett, stop. He'll lead, and now we'll help out in battle. My son isn't ready to order around veterans like us, are you, Matthew? I'm getting frustrated too. Their arguing is making my head hurt. Just listen. Garrett and I will only assist in battle if you really need help. But you'll be able to guide only Karis in battle, Matthew. So you mean that we'll jump in only if we think Matthew and Karis need us? Precisely. Seasoned warriors like us can swoop in fast if things get out of control. Okay, then. You two should be fine. Of course they will, Garrett. Now let's get moving. You heard him, boss. Onward. Let's see here. I think Y opens a map, and that's actually super useful because now we have an actual detailed mini-map of the entire area on the top screen. Their swords are huge! Look how fucking huge his sword is! Karis, try using Ginny. Torch roasts your foe, no matter his defenses. I do also like that this version made the Jinn change their shape. They do a much better job of giving you an idea of all of the information that's important for your characters in this game, which I think is a good touch. There are definitely some things that I like about this more. How do I... There we go. It's important for me to know which button it is to set all of my Jinn back to normal. And it wouldn't be a Golden Sun game without a jump puzzle. I can't even go back that way yet, because I need to fight the plant. Once again, this early on in the game, Karis can just wipe everything. And now she knows Bolt. Even better. I can't touch that plant yet. What synergy do I have? Ooh, you've got Fireball. There we go. I do like that they... How'd you do that, Matthew? You burned up all of those roots with only one fireball. A strange suspicion ever since we entered this area. Something isn't right. There's no way Matthew could do so much with just damage with fireball synergy. It's true. You're talented, but you shouldn't be able to do that much damage, Matthew. How do you think, how do you think to use fireball synergy on that big tree? It was a plant! I have fire! It's not that hard to figure out. Suppose you knew something would happen, but what? But that? Very impressive, Matthew. Who cares how he knew how to use this energy? I want to know why it works so well. The sinister gas is here. Lack of bright starlight. Tanglewood is at its worst now. Evil influences are seeping into the Tanglewood, transforming the forest into a place of corruption. Tanglewood earns its name from the way its evil energy tangles up reality with illusion. Love commentary and voices. Oh, thank you very much. And thank you for the bits. People say that those with pure hearts can see right through all this corruption. I think it's more likely that pure fire easily burns the impure trees. Boop, boop. Possibly. But again... Another theory, Isaac? Maybe. Just maybe. Maybe. We need more than a maybe. Negative energy is drawn to dark places, Garrett. So the mysterious energy in this forest is drawn to the darkness and shies away from the light. Negative energy is drawn to the darkness? Then it must have a weakness to light. But there's more. Negative energy draws the cold to it. A vile pairing that you should always keep in mind. So that means the monsters lured here by the dark and cold are vulnerable to light and fire. Got that? Yes. I figured that out already! Good. Because you never know when those sort of insights will move a matter of life and death. Will prove a matter of life and death. These deceptions are vulnerable to light and fire. Or at least those weak spots are. You're right all along. So let's keep burning up any corrupted trees that stand in our way. We need fireball synergy, so be sure to always keep one Mars Jinn set. Now let's go. Sweet Jesus, we did not need that much tutorialization. I figured it out, and I saw the effect of figuring it out. It shouldn't have taken that long for them to be like, yes, you got it right. The beginning of this game is much slower. But the actual game itself is very fun. Ooh, Bolt is only single target now. Huh. They really did switch over and like let a lot more shit be like single target in this game. Hey, Earth Isaac subscribed. Thank you very much. Please enjoy my D20 emote. The only one that I've got. I currently have 5 subscribers. But now that we can burn the things, I think we can technically go back this way. And there's some stuff that we can collect in this room now that we've actually got access to this area. We want to quick set Fireball. Actually, do I get anything for coming this way, or is it just that's just a fast way back to the beginning? That's a shortcut. Okay. It's just the 2 enemies. I'll just use Sap and Torch. Be fine. The one thing that I'm not the biggest fan of in this is that, like, the visuals are very blurry when you get into fights. Which is, like, not the biggest deal, but, like, it feels like they were trying to hide, like, problems with the game behind... It's like they were trying to hide problems with the game behind some blurry visuals every now and again. But I will say, I'm a big fan of coming back to what look like very, very classic Golden Sun puzzles. Yeah, because I need to get up to the top before I can do that. That was always the big that was always the big scare with games like this, was that the games themselves were going to feel wrong somehow. Like man, that rat soldier just ran away at first glance. But, the biggest scare of the game going into 3D as opposed to staying in the 2D style, aside from just losing some of its aesthetic, which I feel like this game still has its own aesthetic, but I'm not as big on the chibi characters in this as I was on the classic sprites in the first game. But the big scare was that they somehow, during all of this, they would, have I completed Dark Dawn before? I have. It's been a long time. I beat Dark Dawn when it first came out. But that was like the only time that I really played Dark Dawn. So this is like my second actual playthrough, so I don't really know everything about this game. But I do remember playing through it when it came out forever ago. I actually just finished, and if you want to go, I have them, I have both of them on my YouTube channel now. I just finished playing through the original and the Lost Age, and I got all Jinn. My goal in all of these is to collect all Jinn. That's like my one major goal. Collect all Jinn, and in the Lost Age, I made sure to collect all the summons as well, which I'll probably try to do in this one as well. I'm not going to be able to get close enough to use move on that from here. You can do it from this way, though. That's the benefit of having so much extra space to actually use these synergies, is you can actually do them from quite a distance now. Targeting is so much easier in this game in comparison to others. At last, the cave. And the Storewing's destroyed. So, would you like to see a 4th Golden Sun? Absolutely. Golden Sun is my favorite RPG franchise, hands down, no questions asked, just my favorite RPG series. I would love to see a 4th Golden Sun. And now that Camelot is not finished, but now that Camelot's almost done working on the new Mario Golf game, I'm hoping that they can, because they've stated in the past that they want to work on more RPGs, and I'm hoping that now that they finish Golf, they've freed up enough to actually work on a new Golden Sun. Also, I'm happy that Isaac is at least an assist trophy in Smash, but I would have much rather had Isaac as a playable character. I feel like he would have been a better anime sword fighter than like half the Fire Emblem cast that they've added. But somehow Fire Emblem is more important than Golden Sun, despite, I think, Golden Sun being a better game. That's it, alright. So I'm betting Tyrell landed there, then climbed inside. A crashed the Soar Wing. It's broken. The wing is totally destroyed. It won't be flying anytime soon. What have you done, Tyrell? It could have been much worse, my friend. You think so? Absolutely. We still have our children alive and well. Tyrell is nearby. We still have our children alive and well. Tyrell is nearby, Garrett. I'm sure of it. Thank the fates. At least he made it. But we still need to find him quickly. Lead us into the cave, Matthew. Golden Sun is my first RPG I ever played as a child. It's like, for me, it's technically Pokemon, but like, do you really count Pokemon as an RPG in comparison to like actual RPGs like this? Even though, yes, Pokemon is a quote-unquote actual RPG, it just doesn't feel like it counts. Having the map available at all times is super useful. Love that combat theme. Wait, do I have... Oh, I was gonna say, I don't have any summons ready. Why do they show me all the way through Judgment and Meteor if I don't have that many Gen? Yeah, I play Pokemon, but it doesn't count. I don't think anybody counts Pokemon. It's just, it's not a fair comparison because, like, even though, yes, it is an RPG, it doesn't feel like one because, like, Pokemon is a completely different, like, series. It's weird how everybody agrees on that. Despite everything about the game series pointing to it being an RPG, everybody agrees that Pokemon doesn't count. Tyrell, can you hear me? Shout if you can hear us, son. Yeah, I would say Golden Sun was my first real RPG series. They're fantastic games. The combat in it is pretty good. There's a lot of variety with how you can play, and the puzzles using your actual like synergy and like you kind of like gain tools throughout the series. It's like what I would suspect an RPG of. I mean, you know what it's like? It's like the Mario RPGs, which people love those games, where you get stuff in battle and out of battle that help you. Like, you gain something for use out of battle in puzzle solving that teaches you how, but then you can also use it in battle, not with puzzle solving, versus like a Final Fantasy where the stuff that you get in game doesn't affect the stuff that you do in battle, doesn't affect the stuff that you do out of battle. It just doesn't they don't come in contact with each other hardly ever. He said he wasn't in danger. Are you sure? Don't panic, Garrett. Feel his life force. Tyrell is somewhere nearby. It's too dark. We can't see anything. Something isn't quite right here. At one time, this was a Synergy Stone mine, and we've seen so few of the crystals. Chalk it up to one more odd phenomenon we need to investigate. That is, after we find Tyrell. Throw a fireball or two to get out there, Garrett. Light up this place. Okay, easy enough. There's Tyrell. Synergy Vortex. Pokemon is more of an adventure-based game, in my opinion. Real RPGs have those divisive puzzles and challenging bosses. Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Even if the puzzles are just like even Pokemon has some puzzles, like strength puzzles, but even those just feel like pushing rock puzzles, and those aren't really puzzles. It's much more of an adventure game. Like, it's a party building game is what it is, where the entire point of it is just to find new party members and replace like your old ones and build out like a team. It's closer to a deck builder than it is an RPG. Whereas a game like this, or like a game like this, or like Dragon Quest, actually has hard bosses, strategies, and things that, like, you are given all of the tools. You don't have to go out and find them, usually. You're given the tools, and you use those tools the same way anybody else can. Whereas in Pokemon, like, your team can differ wildly from place to place. Yeah, it's just about the biggest synergy vortex we've seen in a while. What's it doing here? I have no idea, but be careful. Few things are as dangerous to adepts as synergy vortexes. I've never seen one up close. The vortexes suck in synergy and it comes in reach, right? Yes, let's hurry onward. We need to find Tyrell. There he is. Look, over there, it's Tyrell. Tyrell has passed out. He's lost consciousness because the vortex pulled the synergy out of him. That boy's fearless to a fault. What did he do? Touch it? What were you thinking? Why would you send Tyrell to a place with vortexes? I've never appeared inside this cave before. Not in all these years. You could bet we had no idea about this. We never would have told my son to come here. Alright, quickly. We must go in armed with knowledge. Vortexes are pure anti-synergy, created by exceptionally dense concentrations of synergy. That must be related to all the synergy stones that have gone missing in this mine. Another theory is that the vortexes which appear in many places merely foreshadow something worse. And that's the reappearance of the Morning Moon, a single vortex of immense magnitude. Either way, the elemental lighthouses that triggered the Golden Sun are at the heart of the problem. So our old friend Kraden believes. He's a scholar of ancient alchemy. His theory's probably right. Okay, consider us armed with information. Now let's get in there and help Tyrell. Of course, Karis. All this theory isn't helping matters. Let's get in there and save him. One of those corrupted plants from the Tanglewood is growing next to the vortex. It's awfully close to Tyrell. Hurry in there! Oh, sorry. Hurry in there and save him with your synergy. And remember, Matthew, if you need to throw a fireball, keep one Mars Gen set, not on standby. Let's go. I have a feeling this boss is probably ludicrously weak to fire, so I'm going to be using a lot of fire synergy on it. Actually, I can use growth from there. Now that synergies are stupid long range, I can actually grab that from here. And now it attacks. No, Karis has Cure now. That's good to know. Yeah, 55 damage with the Fireball. Now let's see here. Let's use Spark is what revives a downed ally. I don't care about that right now. $102 damage, damn. Tries to wrap them in an illusion, but it didn't affect them. Hey! Increasing our attack. And that gives us enough summons to get a Tiamat in here. Let's see what Tiamat looks like. Oh, it's all technological now. Tiamat was like a dragon monster in the first one. They turned... it's still a dragon. It's just it lives in that weird, like, zone down there. These summons don't look nearly as good when the screen is split, but it's not really enough for me to make it play in the other mode because, yeah. 203 damage. And that was enough to kill it. Matthew reached level 4. Paris got to level 3. And level 4. Does the vortex collapse now? Question. Yes, it does. Or at least it diminishes. So now that I've cleared his plants out, we can actually get to Tyrell. Tyrell, wake up! Please, Tyrell. Tyrell has been drained of his synergy. Adepts need help recovering from such trauma. Oh, and I was having such nice dreams. I actually had to yawn there, so that worked. What? You oaf? Is that the thanks we get? We were worried about you. Worried? Oh yeah, now I remember. I crashed the Soar Wing. The wing broke. It broke? More like you broke it! We were sick with worry, Tyrell. I didn't upset you too much, Matthew, but hey, I'm still alive, right? We're all glad to see you're safe, Tyrell. You should be thankful you made it through all this without serious injury, or it would have delayed the start of your trip. My trip? What trip? We have to get the Soar Wing in working order as soon as possible. You're going to help us fix it. As much as I would like to shelter you, Tyrell, you've gone too far this time. My father put some very rare resources into building that Soar Wing for Isaac and Garrett. We can make most of the repairs ourselves, but we lack a major material to fix it fully. Rare material comes from the feathers of a very unusual bird. We need a feather from a mountain rock, a mammoth bird that roosts far across the continent. Way off at the far side of Morgall, in fact. Morgall. This country occupies the northeastern part of Angara, with the capital city of Balinsk. Belinsk at the center. Morgall is home to many wanderers, from the tree village of Kolyma to the ancient dock facilities of Port Rago. The trip will be difficult, but first we need to get you rested up in the cabin, alright? The other fun and cute thing is when a Jinn is on standby, they hang out in the top screen. So, like, if I were to do this, look, they all they all just appear at the top. Look at them going. They're just hanging out. They're just having fun. And I do like that every Jinn looks a little different. That was something that was kind of missing from the first iteration of this game, was, all of the Jinn looked the exact same. Okay, secure the Soar Wing, then we can get back to the cabin. He's just stretching! Tyrell, you little shit. Really quick, I'm gonna get some more tea set because I'm still very tired and I would like more tea. I will be right back. Oh no! My green screen! I bumped into my green screen and it fell. Hold on, let me, Alright, well give me a second, I'll fix that too. Alright, I have the my screen's not quite right. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay. I'm shocked, Karis. It's not like you to get so riled up. Look, I want to see my father's Sorwing fixed just as much as you do. But you need that mountain rock feather, and we're saying how hard it is to get the last one. True enough. We had to travel through the swollen realm, of Bilibin, through Border Town. This town is a major crossing point between Morgul and Bilibin. The quest for the Mountain Rock Feather was long and hard, given how radically Angara has changed. We need that Sorwing fixed, since Garrett and I have to stay here to monitor Mount Aleph. That leaves only the boys to fetch the feather for us. You know how hard we're working with your father to study the after effects of the Golden Sun. How could I not? We have the busiest parents in Angara. Then you also know how vital the Sorwing is to our efforts. Without it, we can't get near Mount Aleph. I can't believe that my own son would risk the Sorwing. It's about time he got straightened out. I thought quests for the feather was just a thing to do it. A tough quest. But Tyrell can't do it alone, so I'm sending Matthew with him. They're practically brothers. Sorry you got dragged into all this, Matthew. You looking forward to setting out with Tyrell? Yes. Never forget your first quest. Don't forget to keep an eye on Tyrell, okay? Garrett, we shouldn't delay them any further. The boys need to leave immediately. What? Just like that? So soon? Our first quest began just as suddenly, Karis. 30 years ago, we were catapulted into action when we met Kraden. His study of alchemy changed our lives. Good old Kraden. Hey, didn't our friend, the alchemist, say he would pay us a visit soon? So he did. Hey, Isaac. Oh boy, I know that look. You're hatching a plan. Kraden's just the thing. Out with it, Isaac. He's got that far-off look in his face that means he's having a good idea. Usually, anyway. Kraden might be willing to help the boys out with this. I think the boys would benefit from Kraden's help. Tell me who Kraden is again? I sort of remember this ancient crusty guy visiting the cabin once. Sure, he's old as the hills, but have some respect for Kraden. He was that old scholar who helped you all those years ago. Yes, Kraden helped us when we were young warriors, so I bet he'd even enjoy helping out our children. You sure he's up to the task? Why wouldn't he be? There we go. That was a little bit too much headroom. I mean, Kraden is getting up in the years, Isaac. It's been 3 decades since he helped us. Sure, it's been 30 years since that quest ended, but we've hardly aged. I'm sure Kraden's the same. It's the same with my father. He says he looks a smidge older than back then, but not much. Ivan believes that those of us directly exposed to the power of the Golden Sun have aged very little. How weird to know that I'll grow older while you adults stay the same. It's like getting left behind. You know what? I want in on this quest. I'm going with Matthew and Tyrell. Don't be ridiculous, Karis. You don't know the first thing about adventuring. Garrett, stop. She's a wind adept. Her powers will help. It's settled. The 3 of you will leave immediately. Fess up, Isaac. You had this planned all along, didn't you? We mustn't waste another minute. I'll contact Kraden while our kids pack. Seriously? We're really leaving that soon? Talk about pushing us out of the nest. We know nothing about going that far away. Where'd you say that father was? That feather was? Somewhere in Morgul? This isn't a vacation. It's a quest into the unknown, so the sooner you begin, the sooner you'll find your way. What? You mean you're sending us off to meet your friend Kraden and giving us no more details? Kraden is a genius when it comes to chartering a course into the unknown. You'll be in excellent hands. I think I should arrange to have you all meet at Carver's camp. It's not so far away. Lumberjack camp that stands out at the end of the valley that leads through Goma Mountains to Bilibin and the rest of the continent beyond. Kraden recently sent us one of his carrier pigeons into that cabin. I'll send it back to him with my request. Villa. Words. Why can't we just wait here? Didn't that carrier pigeon bring word he was coming? You can't just send us on our way like this. I mean, it's getting dark outside. He's made up his mind that it's time for you to grow into warriors. He needs your help, Star Fox. Sorry, that just sounded a little bit too much like Colonel Pepper. We need your help, Star Fox. Besides, Isaac is consumed by concern about what's going on out there. We need that Sorwing fixed. You ask me, it sounds like Isaac needs to fly that Sorwing to Sol Sanctum on Mount Aleph. The mountain's been erupting for a long time, so there's only one way there, by air. You can't get to Sol Sanctum until the Sorwing is fixed. I think they need to return to their. I think he needs to return to where their quest began. You must be serious. It's not the kind of place you can just go to for old time's sake. Did I miss something? I feel like I missed something. Well, I guess we won't be seeing this place for a while. This will be our first trip away from here. Take a long look. You'll never know when we'll be back home. The kettle has brewed. It's time to actually set up my tea. Drain the last of my last cup and we'll get started. Garrett was 17? I thought he was like 15. Alright. I'll have to get up again in 4 minutes because that's how long it takes for my tea to steep. I'm with Matthew. We're completely ready for this. Well, I know I'm ready to start this quest too. So how about we get going? Yes, please. Right. Let's go get that mountain rock feather. It's like we're fated to go on this quest, so I think we'll be off soon, Garrett. It's good to start a journey looking forward to the adventure ahead. Now go get ready. And finally, the video game can begin. An hour and 20 minutes later. Okay, Dad, we're leaving. All right, Tyrell. Isaac's not here. Isaac didn't show up to see us off. We're starting on our first adventure. This shouldn't be a time for sadness. Hey, this is between Matthew and his dad, Karis, so we should just stay out of this. Okay, now head for Carver's camp. Remember, we'll be meeting at the bridge there. Say hello to Kraden for me. And don't do anything reckless out there. You're in charge, Matthew. That means you have to take care of these two. So I like to see, calm and in charge. We'll be back with that mountain rock feather before you know it. Dad, we... Hey, come on now, little man. Don't be blubbering. No second thoughts now. Off you go, son. We'll be all grown up when you come back. I bet we won't even recognize you. Now head to Patcher's place to dig up the information about your journey. A general store that's serving up the amount of everything refugees from Vale might need to survive. A small settlement is huddled around the store. Patcher's place is full of refugees from Vale. They'll be good to you. Just keep Tyrell out of Patcher's sight. That guy still has it out for you, son. And off we go. And of course, Isaac is waiting at the top of the house. Alright, carry this letter to Kraden, little friend. Good luck to you. And I always thought the beginning of Golden Sun, the original, was long. Like, the Lost Age had the best of it, which was literally just like, hey, by the way, here you go. Here's, like, the tutorial of this game is the beginning of or is the end of the last game. Go. Like, that's such a much easier way to handle it. And yep, 3 steps from the entrance, we get a Djinn. Which I believe is Flint, right? Whoa, a Djinni! Right in front of us. What should we do? Imagine, of course. Sorry, that's Garrett's voice, not Isaac's voice. Or not, Wait, it's me, Flint! Your father sent me to look after you, Matthew. You'll need assistance from Djinn if you want to hope to survive the trip to the Mountain Rock. Besides, none of you have been on a real adventure before, but I have. So I'm glad to help out. Now let's be on our way, friends. Got a message from your father, Matthew. He says that while you're at Patch's place, be sure to visit the Synergy training grounds. Make your way to meet Kraden at Carver's camp. Alright, got a new mug of tea. Start our adventure. Let's do it. Isaac's already gotten word that Kraden is there, waiting on the bridge for you. Would you like me to repeat all that? No. Well then, off we go. Wink. Venus Djinn, Flint joined you. It's set to Matthew. Flint, this spirit was Isaac's very first Djinn. Flint talks a great deal, but is both knowledgeable and nice, so no one complains. I complained. Goblins! And now I actually have Quake and Earthquake. It's a proper multi-target synergy. But one thing, I meant to mention this last time, but I like that even though the fights themselves are now in 3D, they took the time to make sure that the backgrounds were still well done, like sprite 2D art. I really appreciate that aspect of this, like that the actual world, the background is still just that 2D art that they had from the first game. I'm just gonna flint the shit out of you then. If you're gonna keep healing, I'm just gonna flint the shit out of you. I do appreciate the numbers on the enemies as they fly away, because that's a lot easier to keep up with. Ooh, that's hot. I taste it. You'll find that my playstyle heavily revolves around using Jin. If you get to visit our Synergy training grounds, it's a must-see for new adepts. You can experience the epic journey of the Warriors of Vale as four theme park areas. Hell yes, I forgot about that. Do you know that some of the Warriors of Vale live in the cabin near Mount Aleph? They're just up the road, still looking out for the world. Finally, Patcher's place. I'm always amazed at how many things Patcher packs in here for sale. Yeah, it's amazing. Now, get me out of here. Alright, that's not Tyrell's voice, that's Garrett's voice, but yeah. That's right, I forgot that Tyrell isn't welcome at Patcher's place. I have a feeling we need to be more on guard with bringing Tyrell in here. Don't blame me, I didn't want to come back here. Actually, I'm getting out of here before it's too late. You three over there. I'm Patcher. This is my place. What can I do for you? Hey! You're Isaac's kid. Matthew, right? Yes. Well, Isaac's kid's welcome here anytime. Weren't you and your dad just here yesterday? What brings you back so soon? Not here for your father. Odd. Not here with your father. Odd. Where could Isaac be? Hello again, Patcher. Now, where do I know you from? Is she training with you, Matthew? Yes. Really? Wait a minute, I remember. You're Karis, Ivan's daughter. That's right, Patcher. I've been visiting here on business with my father. From my father. What a smart kid. Just like Isaac said. Uh-oh. Hi there, Patcher. You! Garrett's son, what are you doing in here? Come back to make more trouble? Trouble? Me? Here? That's ancient history. Ancient history? I remember like it was yesterday. Your stupid Synergy nearly burned down my store. I want you out of here. You and you others, finish your shopping and be on your way. I love the little faces that they make. So that's why he can't stand you, Tyrell. Ow. Okay, that's still very hot. You burned down his store? Wow. Anyway, you haven't made... Is there anywhere you haven't made a mess of things, Tyrell? What I did here happened forever ago. I didn't mean to do it, but Patcher never ever forgets. Nothing isn't helping. We need to calm him down. Snap out of it, Tyrell. Oh, shove. He just twitched. Ouch, that hurt. I hope that did hurt, Tyrell. It's pretty stupid losing your temper like that. You might have scorched the whole place. I'm sorry, but we adepts aren't supposed to use our powers in public when we're just starting out. Our responsibility as adepts to make sure we never hurt people. Our fathers are concerned about how people view synergy. They must see it as helpful, not hurtful. The twitch. Earn your own reputation if you must, but have a care for how the world would impact Garrett. Okay, fine. What did he say? I can't hear him. I said I heard you, so just drop it. You're going to hold in check, Tyrell? No synergy in front of strangers anymore, okay? Now you're just starting to nag. Typical. Just typical. Oh, come on. Don't get insulted now. Okay, no synergy in front of strangers. Now can we drop it, please? Consider it dropped. But we do have a problem. I doubt Patra will give us any helpful information now. What do you think we should do, Matthew? We should take it easy? Good idea. Maybe Patra will see Tyrell in a new light if we keep calm. You guys really are looking out for me. Not sure if I deserve such good friends. You don't. Or Tyrell, you know we like you just the way you are. He'll come around. That is, if you can keep your fireballs under control. I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Well then, leader, lead on. Onward. Excuse me, Patrick, you have a treasure chest. Yoink. Power bread. Our first really interesting item, power bread. Raises HP permanently. I'm giving that to Karis pretty much instantaneously because holy shit, she has no HP. I'd have been a little while line when I lost my temper. Sorry, Matthew and Karis. Of course, I'm glad to help you gear up for your trip. So let me walk you through the different kinds of goods I sell. Please, no. Starting from this side, see a little home sign? Check in here to stay the night. You stay at inns, you'll recover your hit points and synergy points. You'll leave fully refreshed. Next, you see the shield sign. That's my armor shop. Please, this is the most horribly tutorialized bit. Like, do you not think that we couldn't figure any of this out? Now, at any kind of store, you can also find rare one-of-a-kind things in the artifacts section. If you sell, or throw away, any such rare weapons, armors, or items, you can always get them back later on. That's the tour, so understand the ins and outs of the shops I have to offer? Yes. And stand under the shop sign to do business with me. This one. Longsword would be good for both Tyrell and I think they're currently using short swords, so they would actually be better for... Actually, that's right. I need to get a bow for her. I forgot they introduced bows in this game. And they're also like weapon skills. Alright, so, as is customary in any RPG, when you get to your first town, it's time for us to run outside and, in fact, grind the shit out of some battles. And she's already mastered the short bow's double shot. And hey, in this game, they actually do transfer their attacks over to the next target, so I can just spam attack button now. Can I... I'm just wondering, is there an option to, controls? Let's see here. Oh, on quick menu. Controls. Port 1 controls. Let's see here. Is there a, let's see here. There's no turbo buttons on this, is there? Overrides? No. I don't know that I can actually activate any turbo buttons on DSMU. So we're just gonna run around for a little bit and try to grind out some. Because I really just need to spam attack over and over again, and that gets me what I need. I can't remember how the mastering a certain weapon works in this game. Herb on himself, that's kind of dumb use of that. I do love how shitty, like, the level 1 summons are. Not shitty, but you know what I mean, like they look stupid. Let's see here. Remove, give, drop. I can't remember if there's a way to check something else about the character's details. Karis. Hey, you can actually see like their full character model, what they look like in battle, just from the menu. I think that's kind of cool. You can kind of see everything they've got from the status screen. Gen Guide, Atlas. Synergy, travel log, settings. I don't know if there's anything that I want to do to this necessarily. Message speed fast, please. Yes, 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 yes. Speech sounds is fine. Quick select is fine, yeah. Where are we at money-wise right now? We've got 236 coins, so I can get one more. I can get one of those broadswords right now. Or longsword, I guess. Weapon skill, unleash critical strike and spin strike. Needs that more. He can use it more, I guess. And getting the money back on my short sword was nice as well. Can I speed? How fast can I get this to speed up? Because I don't think that I can actually get this to speed up too terribly much, just because it's a lot more. Let's see here. Is that the best I can get on my latency on this, or can I get better? Whoa. That's not what I was trying to do. That was state slots. Let's see here. Is it video or is it? No, it's frame throttle. Fast forward rate, set it to 6 times and see if that does anything. I don't think it does. I think that's just how fast I can go because of the limitation of the fact that like the frame throttle doesn't actually it can speed it up as fast as your computer can produce the visuals, but if your computer can't produce the visuals any faster than the rate that it's currently at, then it won't produce anything. So we can speed it up a little bit, but unlike unlike playing through the other games, I can't just like super speed through the entirety of the game. Karis is poison or is fuck, that bee's fucking me up right now. Right. You gotta go down, buddy. There we go. Yeah, Karis almost died, so let's fix that really quick. Double shot. She activated it. There we go. So basically everything there are artifacts in this game that have releases similar to the releases in other things, but basically every weapon in this game also has its own version of a release. Dependent on the type of weapon it is, but basically like on top of critical attacks, certain weapons also have like weapon arts that they can do. So your characters can do more than just critical hit, even if they're using regular weapons. They're not quite as strong as the actual releases of artifacts, but they are like little micro artifacts. The weapon skills are that make your attacks that much stronger. I've got enough to get Garrett, or not Garrett, Tyrell, his bow, or not bow, his longsword. Not enough to get everybody new armor per se, but I'll be fine without new armor right away. I just need to get longswords for everybody. We should be getting a, there's an artifact axe in, like, Carver's camp, if I remember correctly, or, like, just outside of Carver's camp, but for now, I think we'll be fine with where we're at. I need to find that Jinn, or not the Jinn, but the, thing that they were talking about. Do I actually have to go? Yeah, I actually have to go through, Patcher's place. Loops around. Herbs and restorative items are essential for long journeys, so stock up. Your party falls in defeat, you'll lose more than a cost of a few curatives. Your mothers and fathers, the warriors of Vale, save the world from ruin. Whoa. I don't know why it does that sometimes. Unfortunately, the rest of the world only sees the golden sun they unleashed as a horrific catastrophe. Yeah, because nobody else really knew that the world was falling to shit, did they? Love me some tea. I need to get back into writing. I haven't done any writing in a while. I've been busy working on my D&D campaign. Hey, there's a Jinn up there. I want it. What is this? Oh, is this the... Yeah, this is the Synergy Training Grounds up here. Well, let's go ahead and do it. The Synergy Training Grounds sounds fun. And I can... Can I get that from here? Yes, I can. It doesn't necessarily do me any good from here right now, but, you know. So you can climb trees, okay. Hey, look at me, I can make, can you make it up here? You'll need to know how to make it through the training. Well, first and foremost. Dumb little children. Wonder who these old geezers are over here. Because they very well could be Isaac and Garrett's parents at this point. No. Damn it. No passage, children. You're not allowed to run anymore. No fun. No fun to be had. Okay. Holy shit. They literally will just run all the way around if you don't give them any space. I love that, actually. But being up here doesn't help me any. Not in the way that I would hoped it would. Oh, wait, no, I can jump onto the fucking tree. What am I talking about? I literally just learned that I can jump on trees. And this gets me to Jin. He's got a sick-ass cape. Whatever this Mars Jin was. Who was that? Forge! Nice. Oh, I don't want to give that to Karis, though. The bolstering spirit is encouraged as is encountered at Patrick's place. Forge's blazing flame stirs allies to greater ferocity in battle. However, you're giving that to... Yeah. Wait, does she have a... Oh, she has slash if I do that. Yeah, nothing changes for him, though. I mean, he gets better stats, but that's all. Now, what you're really supposed to be doing with this is, I think you can go to the other side as well with it. Oh wait, no. There's no reason for me to be working with that right now, because I can just go straight into the thing. These are the Synergy Grounds, where you can test your skills while following in the historic footsteps of the Warriors of Vale. Will you take the challenge? We're ready. Time to begin, new Warriors of Vale. Live the legend! Imagine going to a theme park that was based off of your parents. Shit, it's timed. Okay. The first area covers Isaac's quest to get to the first lighthouse at the Golden Sun, the Mercury Lighthouse. Wait, no, this isn't what I need to do. We need to blast that with a fireball. So we fought the slimes, and fighting the slimes opened up the doorway. I bet if I read that, it would tell me what I need to do. Blast your enemies to blaze a trail forward. Let's see here. Stop trading. Help Tret from Kalima Forest find his friendly face. No holy tree should look like that. This is so dumb, I love it. I love how irreverent this is of the first series. Like, they turned the entire plot of the first games into a... Look at his little happy face underneath the sad face. Oh, it's so good. Ah, but I have to hit it when it's in line. Defeated Sartoros. This is so dumb, I love it. I actually love this. This area might look like some sort of wacky attraction, but it's no walk in the park. You'll need to solve the puzzles in order to reach the Venus Lighthouse. It's like... I don't know how to describe it. It's like, you know what it is? It's the... What's the name of that one? The play that they did in, There was the play from the East, like the Fire Island Players or whatever they were called. Let's see here. Make sure all the tracks tell us where we're actually supposed to be going. And that'll make the jump, which I'm fine with because these little wooden things are going to block the path. Then I need to move this one. So that gets me through all of that. And then I can get to the whatever that is, like a Kraken device. I love how silly this is. I legitimately do. This. Defeat the Kraken of the Caragol Sea! That one. Oh, there's a head hidden beneath the, hidden behind the other two. I understand that this is supposed to be like a, you know, hey, learn how to use your synergy outside of battle, like, thing. But framing it as like a silly adventure game that you can play, where you can play through the entirety of the first plot is so good. I love it. And this is the top of the Venus Lighthouse, where we now have to fight Sartoros and Minardi. Will they make us fight the Chaos Dragon too? Minardi's gonna be harder to hit because she's constantly behind Sartoros. There we go. That's Sartoros and Minardi done. They didn't make me fight the Chaos Dragon. Or the Fusion Dragon, or whatever it's called in that one. The release of powers from the first two lighthouses radically altered the landscape for the warriors. So the greatest hardship will be finding some kind of safe path to the Jupiter Lighthouse. 2, 1, go. Hey, look, it's what's his name? Kimbombo. With his tongue that opens up. I love it. What does this represent? This is the fight with Poseidon. Already? Really? I guess these are supposed to be fast, but shit. Oh, and this is us visiting all of the places to uncover the 4 pieces of the trident. Oh, that's so cool. That's such a cool representation of that. Where you have to go to the 3 towers to collect the pieces to form the trident so that you can actually defeat Poseidon. This is so cool. I don't remember any of this. This is all, like, relatively new to me. Like I said, I've beaten Dark Dawn exactly once, way back when it first came out, so I remember parts of the end of the game, and I remember a lot of the characters that you collect. But I don't remember anything about, like, the early game story or any of the beats in between. I remember one of the party members having the hots for Pierce whenever he shows up. I just remember that being a thing. Or maybe it's like she's a research assistant of Pierce's or something like that. Oh, I'm standing too close to them. So with all those activated, it goes down, and now we can actually go and fight Poseidon. I can't believe how silly this is. It's so good. Alright, this is going to take a minute, so I'm going to speed it up, just because we're waiting on moving platforms, so it's like not under my control how fast this goes. hand. If I burn Poseidon's face without burning his other hand, does that instantly win? Or no, I have to burn all three, don't I? Yeah. I have to burn all three. Here's Jupiter Lighthouse. And in order to climb Jupiter Lighthouse, you need to be able to levitate. So this is how they activate levitate. Whee! This is where we fought Karst and Agatio the first time. I love that they all basically have the exact same body, except they just, like, taped a new face over each of the little drawings. And, like, the colors are accurate, but, like, I just love it so much. The warriors crossed harsh extremes to reach the first three lighthouses, but the fourth was the harshest of all. You must slog through the snow and ice to get to the Mars Lighthouse, and there you must slay a dragon. Yeah, I'm betting I can't push that and I need to fireball it. Isn't it a bit dangerous to just have, like, wildfire burning up there? Actually, what am I supposed to do now? Oh, I'm supposed to do this, I bet. Yeah. Out here, can I get that with a windmill? With a whirlwind? Yes, I can. It's just like the one iconic, shitty moving puzzle from inside Mars Lighthouse. The difference is that, like, using your move synergy is so much easier now. There's something truly fantastic about this entire thing. Just, I've got a permanent smile on my face through this entire bit. Oh, I see what's clever about this. I mean, it's not that clever, but I see what's clever about this. I can use growth on this plant. And so long as the fire doesn't cross it, I can climb it, but when the fire crosses it, it would go out. Oh, that's right. I think you actually physically fight the Chaos Dragon, don't you? As like a mechanical wooden like thing. Like you actually go into a combat scenario with it. Like it's an actual fight. Dim Dragon appears. I don't feel like we're getting all of the musical notes that we're supposed to be getting right now. It definitely sounds like the music doesn't have like all of what it's supposed to sound like right now playing. Yeah, like every now and again, just a random note appears out of nowhere. The emulation is not perfect. Alright, I forgot he has a Mars gem, doesn't he? He can increase our attack, I think. Heal Karis, please. Karis attack. You summon your Fire Gen. I'm gonna laugh every time I hear just a random errant little boor for no reason. I love it. Fireball's probably the best move that I can use against it. Tyrell doesn't have a whole lot of synergy though. But hey, look there, that was it. It just breaks. I love it. Yeah, there's definitely some like weirdness with the music every now and again. I fixed some of it because before I switched it over to mono because before it was in stereo, and the problem with it being in stereo was that when it was in stereo, there was no sound out of my right ear and all of the sound was out of my left ear. Our first real decision, and I don't know which one is the correct choice, so I'm going to double check. I'm going to see what's in either chest. Golden Sun, Dark Dawn. Synergy Training Grounds chests. Yep, there it is. Ah, okay, I get it. So, doesn't matter which chest you choose this time around, you get the gate pass no matter what. You get the gate card no matter what for completing it the first time around. If you go back through and do it again, Alto have been a major center of where ancient adepts would share ideas with visitors. Little else is known about the mysterious location, other than which only came to light after the Golden Sun. But yeah, you always get the gate pass no matter which chest you choose there. If you play through it again, you can get a Water of Life. That is of less concern to me right now. My next big concern is going to be getting my hands on some excess gear, because I'm still currently in a spot where I don't really have everything that I would want. Namely, I would like better armor, because I think I'm lacking in a lot of that right now. Yeah. Luckily, the armor's not all that expensive in comparison. It's not a massive increase like the weaponry was, but it doesn't have any artifacts yet. This early on, it's better to just go ahead and buy up some of these excess items, buy up some extra herbs. Now that we're stocked up on gear, both weapons, armor, and usables, we can now officially set out from Patcher's Place. And it only took a little bit of grinding. I'm pretty happy with. Where's this go? There's just some errant notes every now and then. Golden shook up our side of the continent pretty badly. Few could leave Goma Highlands. And the lumberjacks at Carver's camp tamed the new wilderness, and they built a bridge that goes to Bilibin. Which would be another reason why we're headed that way. Oh shit, you can use your synergy on the overworld now. That's right, because you don't actually have to use you don't actually have to use L and R to check the map anymore. I should have fucking removed her haunt. Right. I can actually go back and do that. I forgot that haunt stayed after battles, and without restore, we can't get rid of haunt. Because there's no item that gets rid of it. You either gotta use restore using a Mercury Adept, or talk to one of these guys. Nobody needs reviving. But repel evil, please. Off of Karis. 50 coins! I don't have 50 coins. Well, Karis, I guess you're haunted for a little while. God, how expensive. Well, you're haunted for one more fight. I just gotta get into another fight and I'll have enough to fix you up. Is Fresh Breeze a fucking party heal? I have a party heal this early? What? Why the hell do I have a party heal this early in the game? There's definitely something wrong with the combat theme. Like, I'm getting bleeps and bloops that don't belong. Or maybe they do belong and I'm just not getting the whole track, but something is wrong with the combat music. Karis is now free of evil spirits. Which means that we can officially move on. Wow, it's already 11. I'm losing track of the time. I actually need to double check when I have to leave for work, because I think it's 2. I'm pretty sure it's 2, but we'll see. Ah. First off, new Jupiter Gen. Second off, they've shown us how to use these flowers now. Well, I want to get to that treasure chest, because I think that treasure chest might be the item, if I remember correctly. Means I need to get across using like a gondola of some sort. Which looks like I can access that gondola from the other side of this map. Hey, critical strike. And now he knows spin attack. If I remember correctly, you power this thing by shooting a fireball into it. Yeah, look at that. That's cool. And inside this is Mint. So not the item that I thought it was, but Mint is still useful. Because it increases agility. Tyrell really needs that, because he is literally just Garrett again. And Garrett was slow as yuck. I can't interact with any of that now. Oh, but I can do this though. And if I push this from here, I can jump across to here, and I can push that down. And push that down. I can push this over. Push this up. And now this log can go the whole distance. It's like a game of Unblock Me, also known as Traffic Jam, if you were a child in the 90s. We called that game Traffic Jam, and there was an actual physical version of it. Then they made an app called Unblock Me. Experience the great outdoors. Climb a tree. Carver. Watch the wind blossoms whirl when the winds hit. So anyone see any good breezes lately? I see what I think I need to do here. Do I? Do I see what I need to do here? Yes, I do. I do see what I need to do here. Jump, jump. That's my weapon. The Themis Axe. Which, if you remember correctly, was a weapon in the first game, too. We're gonna give it to Tyrell because he needs the damage output more than Matthew does. Do I need to come down here? What is my goal down here? I think I can make that jump without having to come down here. That could be wrong. The other cool thing is that your weapons actually look like your weapons. So, unlike in the first games where your characters like just had a generic longsword in their hands, you actually look like you're carrying the cool-looking weapon that you see in the cutscenes. This does not get me to the gym, though. Double shot. Bam. Big strike. Okay, Tyrell's already doing 26 damage with his weapon. In order to get up there, I need to get to that line. In order to get to that line, I think I need to jump down and around. There's a tree. Is there a tree that I can get to from up there? That I can get to that thing? Gondola? I don't think there is. I need to be able to reach that gondola somehow if I want to get to that gin. I just don't know how to reach the gondola. Actually, even if I use the gondola, I don't think I can reach it. Whoa, these are big apes. Level 7. Level 7. And the most overpowered thing to have right off the bat, it only takes 5 PP and heals for 40 HP. It takes no time to regenerate that MP, or that PP. Is there like a jump puzzle that perhaps missing? Gets me up there. So I can do that. That only raises them up 1 level. know how to get up to that guy. Not right now, at least. I want him to try and learn how to use his axe better. Ransack. Do not see the easiest way to get up there quite just yet. So maybe if I come from... Oh, you know what? I bet if I come from the other screen, I can figure it out. Yeah, it looks like there's some stuff in this screen. Hang in there, son. Dad, this thing isn't gonna hold me forever. Somebody, please, find me a wind adept. Onward. We're a wind adept. Or at least have some. Thanks for the lift. I would have been a goner without you. But Dad, what are you going to do? I'll meet you back in Bilibin, somehow. What should I tell Mom? She'll be worried sick. Tell her that I'm finding some other way back. I'll be fine. Okay, I'll run home as fast as I can. Let her know. You do that. Make sure and make it home through the valley in plenty of time before dark. Okay, Dad. I'll see you back in Bilibin. Thanks again, kind strangers. You don't see true heroism very often these days. You wouldn't happen to be Matthew, would you? We met an old man before the accident who asked if he had seen a party of young adventurers. He asked me to give you a message. With the bridge out, he needs to cross Goma Mountains to, the Goma Mountains a different way. He's scouting out the alternate route and wants you to meet him there, in the caves below some nearby ruins. He wants me to point you in the direction of an old ruins down the path just to the south. At least I think that's what the old man said. Okay, goodbye. Maybe I'll see you in Eastern Bilibin someday. Wish we had more nice people there, like you. Look who's here! It's Isaac's son. Come hunting vortexes like your dad, Matthew? His vortex is the worst I've seen in a long time. It's torn my camp apart. This one's worse. This is the worst one I've ever seen, Carver. Isaac has warned you about the synergy vortexes, right? Yes. What? You've even seen one? Seen another huge one near the Tanglewood? These vicious suckers are pretty rare. Never seen a vortex any bigger than a stump before. But this one's a monster. Maybe they're following you. You brought this one here. Trying to pick a fight? Don't be stupid. Okay, settle down, everyone. No one brings the vortexes. They pop up every 10 years. I guess I do remember this happening 10 years ago, but I was just a kid then. Yes, indeed. And their parents are trying to figure out what keeps happening. Oh. No matter how much tea I drink, I'm still tired. I need to get I've got a new mattress on order, but it's just taking forever to get here. And if they're getting this big again, then something worse is brewing near Mount Aleph. The vortexes are plaguing the whole world then? This hole's chugged down synergy, so I bet they're throwing Wayard's elemental balance out of whack. So, it's coming back. The Morning Moon? Not necessarily. The Morning Moon won't emerge if the outbreak of vortexes can be stopped. Well, who can stop even one of those things? Hopefully that old alchemist Creighton is looking into it. He swung through here earlier. Kraden, did you say? We were supposed to meet Kraden. We were supposed to meet Kraden here. You were the ones Kraden was meeting with? Because he... Hold on. What's happening now? Got smaller. Oh, I feel queasy. It shrank! Hey, where are you going? Trying to figure out a way past the vortex to the other side? We have to check on the rest of the camp. Maybe the gondolas can get us past it. Well then, hop to it, man. No vortex is gonna get past the best of me. Not so sure about this gondola. Goodness. What do you think? Any hopes of this old thing? I think this gondola's on its last legs. Are you sure? Yep. Well, I'm sure now. Good thing that didn't happen while riding it. How about this one then? Not sure. Same thing could happen for all I know. Not sure? What kind of assessment is that? It's shaky. I doubt it'll support anyone's weight for long. That bad, huh? It might hold together. Just barely. Barely. That's better than nothing. Hang on, Carver. You're not actually going to ride it, are you? With a little elbow grease and some synergy. Another one of your crazy schemes, Carver. You call yourself a lumberjack. Come on, show some gumption. I knew this was the right voice for him. Don't chance it. That thing's too rickety. I'll need a lot of speed. Start falling to pieces right after I start riding it. As soon as I get it, you two use grip synergy at the same time and give it a good yank. The Earth-based synergy can grasp faraway objects and then bring them close. It can also carry the user across some gaps. Pretty clever. But what if that doesn't do the trick? It will. Grip the machine with everything you got. But you do know that this will finish off the gondola, right? What other choice do I have? I need to get over there and see how the others how the other side of the camp is faring. I know, but it's too reckless. Are you two going to help or not? Fine, I'll help. Me too, but if this goes wrong, don't say we didn't warn you. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm in awe of Carver. Of course you would say that. I'm surprised that you didn't volunteer for his crazy plan. Watch this, kids. This is about to get real interesting. All right, men, get ready. Hurry it up. Grip it. Good luck, Carver. Woohoo! I can't believe it! Carver made it across! What's wrong now, Karis? Sure, he made it, but he broke the gondola completely. Now we have no way to get to the only valley that cuts through the Goma Mountains. So once we find Kraden, how are we going to get to Bilibin and Morgul beyond to get to that feather? You guys planning to travel to Bilibin on the other side of the mountains? Yes. You can still reach Bilibin. There's another route. Caves under the Konpa ruins go under the Goma Mountains, and then branch in two directions. Caves come up both in the north near Bilibin and down south at the bottom half of Angara. So if you're that eager to reach Bilibin, I'd find those caves and use the North Branch. There's just one problem. A gate bars the way to the ruins. You'll need a pass to get through it. But you can get a pass from the Synergy training grounds at Patcher's place. Good thing you look like a smart bunch of adepts. You'll need your Synergy to make your way through the Konpa ruins to the caves below. And we already did it, so we're good to go. On that front, at least. This place also has the all of the different things that you can buy. So longsword, a battle axe would be better than his current longsword. Travel vest would be good for everybody. Wooden shield is what they've already got. Circlet would be good for her. I don't even have enough money to buy most of these things though, so I'm gonna buy 2 travel vests, I guess. One for Karis, who desperately needs better defense. One for Tyrell. And I have exactly enough money left over to buy one more for Matthew. So unfortunately Matthew does not get a battle axe today, but that's fine, I guess, because he's gonna be okay. Which is his basic weapon. Well, he's got a longsword. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Well, I don't necessarily want to go out yet, though, because could I get to that right there? I can, so... Can I not reach that tree? Can I really not reach that tree? I guess not. I think it's exactly just too far away. Oh, but I can do that. I'm dumb. Yeah. I was gonna say, I knew that there's something here. The ladder down to nowhere was a bit too conspicuous. It's adorable! It said, what? Chill joined and sent to Karis. The spirit of intense cold is found in Carver's camp. Chill's attacks render enemies brittle and vulnerable. Also, we need to go back and there's that Jupiter Gem that I skipped that we need to go back for now. I didn't skip it, mind you, but I need to get up to the upper portion of Carver's camp here. And I need to make it up there somehow. Out and around. Yes, I can. And can I move that from here? Yes, I can! Oh, having that long-range move is so useful in comparison to the range that you could use move in the previous game. The real question is, how do I get over there? Can I fireball from that distance? I can. It's literally just in range. Here we go. Then from this side, I should be able to get to that gem. Nice. I really need Tyrell to learn that axe's moveset. We got a nut. Oh right, Karis lost her her fun ability whenever she gained chill. That's such an early party heal. Like it's like 3 minutes into the game and you can do a party heal now. Oh, this one wants a fight. It's 5 PP. That's so busted. That's such an early game full. That's not even a full heal, but 40 HP is like, it's over half damage for some of these people. The occasional. Oh, I love the Jin sounds. They're so good. They remind me of Klonoa. This Fleet Spear is the first encountered at the Goma Highlands Road. Gust's tremendous speed always gets the jump on the enemy. Cure poison. Ooh. I will take that. I'll turn him into a swordsman. Wait. Is chill and out of battle synergy? Oh, cure poison is, but not chill. No, chill is a Jin that he has, that's right. Okay, let's see here. Really quick, I need to determine when I actually go to work, because that'll determine if I can play for another half hour or if I need to stop soon. So give me 1 second. My good phone charger's out in the living room, so I put it out there. Charge up this morning. But let's see here. When do I go in today? Normally, I go in on Fridays at 2 because we go from 2 to 9. So let me double check. Yep, I was right, 2 to 9. So I can play for another half hour with no issue. Spin Strike. Oh, Spin Strike can hit multiple enemies. That's actually kind of cool. Where's this? This is Carver's Lumber Yard. Going across the Highlands, woodsman. Save your strength for chopping. Take the gondola. Have I been in this area yet? I have not, but this seems like a puzzle. One that I am interested in solving. Can I lift this with the whirlwind? Just the one. Let's go to the other side with the gondola and see what we can find on the other side. Cool that he still gets to keep Fireball and gains Cure Poison and stuff. Where am I? A whole other area over here. So I couldn't have made this path before, but where does this kick me out to now? Oh, okay. So it's a fast travel around Carver's place if you want. If you don't want to go through the entire puzzle of Carver's camp, you can actually just ride the gondola. But it still doesn't solve the fact that it looks like there's definitely some sort of like puzzle going on over here. I want to get to that cave, wherever that leads. This guy right here can move, and if I can get him to move, then I can get in there. Ah, I see what I need to do. I see exactly what I need to do. Activate those three, climb the tree, jump over. And that gets me to the wrong side, or correctly, the right side of this guy. Push that over. Roll in those three, climb up here, jump across. Is this a tablet? Holy shit, it's a summon tablet! Did I get Nerid? Or not Nerid, I can't remember the name of it now. But the Venus Fire summon really early on. Yeah, Zagan. I can now summon Zagan. Nice! Then again, you get Zagan pretty early on into the Lost Age as well, so like I'm not too surprised by that. It just seems like, you know, I've been playing for 2.5 hours and I already have 4 Jin and a dual summon. Holy shit! And there's a new Jin just out here in the middle of nowhere. I should look up the Master Jin list for Dark Dawn so I don't miss any. Let me get around to doing that right now, actually. Now that I've got my phone on me. Hey, it's Fever. Master listed Jin. Here we go. So let's see here. So. Following 11 Jin are only temporarily usable, that's fine. After leaving Lookout Cabin, Flint, Forge, Gust, Chill, Fever. We get Flower at the Kompa Gate. Go up the stairs requires rolling. Then Jolt in the Kompa Ruins. So by that, we'll have 2 Venus, 2 Mars, 2 Jupiter, and 1 Mercury. I do like that I don't necessarily... Well, I don't know that I actually like that as much, though. Like, it's convenient, yes, but it kind of takes away from part of the soul of the games. Where, in the previous games, you actually had to, like, choose, okay, I want to target, you know, these enemies... And if I don't do it right, then, you know, I have to wait another turn. And while getting rid of that makes the game easier for everybody, I don't know that it necessarily makes it better. Is this the Kompa Gate? Yeah. So there's a Jin in here somewhere. I see it. It's a Venus Jin. By my creaky bones, do I hear a visitor? Who's ringing my bell? What business have you here at my gate? Could you please open up? I need to get through. Show your gate card, and then I'll open up for you. Okay, hang on a second. This seems unnecessary. Go through. Thank you. Good luck on your travels. Try not to die. This definitely feels like Camelot just wanted to show off that they can make 3D environments. Like, that, and that's cool or whatever, but like, it's a little, it slows the game down in a way that's not like the best. How do I get up there to Flowers, the real question. I bet I get there from going through the gate. Yes, I want to pass through. Got the gate card. See, like, I didn't need to see this animation twice. Knowing how the gate system works is fine enough. Like, I don't need to see the gate work twice. What? Oh, it's so adorable. It's the best. In Flower. Flower Spirit is found by the gate by the Copa Ruins. Flower Sweet Scent, filtering effect and healing effect. Flower's also a really, really good gen to get this early on. I don't know if that's particularly beneficial for her or not, but whatever. Eventually, we're going to collect another Jupiter Gin here soon. We'll be getting Jolt in the Copa Ruins, and that would get 2 for everybody, plus an extra Mercury Gin just sort of chilling on the side. We should try to see what Zagan looks like. Wrapped in Delusion, which means he missed. Smoke Bomb. Zagan looks a lot scarier. Just instantly looks a lot worse. Let's see what he looks like in the actual summon. Oh shit, he's terrifying. I love him. Oh, and he grows wings, and he's got his big-ass axe. I love it. Well, it's the interesting part about this is that you actually get to see what their vision was. Like, you actually get to see what they were planning on making these creatures look like. Which is something that they didn't do in the first game. Like, they were able to do a lot with the art design in the first game, but the actual like fights were not left anything really to be desired, but like the art style kept you from really getting to see what they wanted it to look like. Whereas in this, you get a good idea with 3D models of exactly what the things are supposed to look like. Yes, I can now boost allies' attacks, which is good. Also, her having plasma already is pretty fucking good. Ariel learned Volcano, nice. Has he mastered that fucking weapon yet? He's learned Power Charge, but he hasn't bothered to figure out Stone Justice yet. I don't have the ability to do that yet because I don't have a Mercury adept yet. I believe we get a Mercury adept while we're here, though. In this place, we celebrate the gift of synergy and pay homage to the natural world for its rich bounty. guys. And then... at the same cost, I don't know why you would use one over the other, or if the one has a better use than the other. Nope. Not how that works. Yeah, whatever. Just attack all of them. It's taking Terrell forever to learn, it's taking Terrell forever to actually get the, Stone Justice ability off of that axe. There it is! Finally got Stone Justice. Probably doesn't help that he doesn't really get to attack all that often because he's so slow. This is the problem with Karis having that, is that she loses her Fresh Breeze. Which at this point, as annoying as it might seem, that you get an early game heal, I'm also not gonna like not use the early game heal. Just because it's cheap, I'm not gonna like not use it. Die. I suppose I can just reset it after fights, if I need to heal. Ooh. The orb moves into place. The power of Earth shall be released, revealing the way forward. Yeah, it's a micro dungeon where each of these rooms is probably a different power. Yeah, I have a feeling of what I'm supposed to do there. Now that I have those open, I can move on to the next area. That's not what I was expecting. I don't know why it goes all white sometimes, it just does. Well, it does whenever I hit the left trigger, but I don't know why the left trigger does that. I can also just switch out to being the main, like the map being the main screen by hitting in the right stick. These are just built-in controls that this has. I could also technically bind, one of the sticks to being the actual thing. If I bind one of the sticks to being the cursor for touchscreen, for like touchscreen heavy games, you can do that, and that kind of like simulates, like if I wanted to play any of the DS Zelda games, which were notorious for having all motion controls, you can play those games using an analog stick with the emulator set up correctly. Go. My synergy's not even that bad. Like, I'm back up to full already. This is definitely something that needs to be pushed into place, it seems. Where does that fall to? Ah, it's like a lotus tile. Or a tile of what will eventually be a lotus picture. Yeah, I guess they had to have some sort of way of replacing the, like, more or less replacing the what's it called? They had to have some sort of way of more or less replacing the tablet here reveals a higher truth. To decipher its ancient glyphs, fit the 4 petals of wisdom into their places. Yeah, this game needed to have some sort of way, shape, or form of not downloading, but like having an analog for the lighthouse dungeons, because those dungeons are specifically like some of the more interesting as far as puzzles go, and the ones that kind of like purposefully are using your magic, your synergy. Whereas the other dungeons, you kind of like, you can use your synergy, and like there's a lot of things that require it, but they aren't like specifically designed puzzles. The orb feels the breeze. But I'm sure all of y'all can tell what's going on here, which is that we're going to get all through all of this, but then we're not going to have anything to do with the water at the very end. And we're going to be like, oh no, what do we do without the water? And so let's see here. To get through this puzzle, we need... Need to activate those tiles. Need to activate... No, that wasn't what I was trying to do. Those tiles. Then I can... Alright, no. I can't do that one. Hold on. Let me exit out of the room and re-enter. Because I've screwed this up. Need to raise those. Oops. Need to raise that one. That actually creates a jumpable path. There we go. This one. This will give us that treasure. Which gets us the Elven Shirt. Holy shit. From 7 to 22 defense. She needs it the most, though. Goes to show how bad my defense is right now, that, like, the best thing that I could grab before this let me have 7 extra defense. This is letting me have 22 extra defense. Oh wait, hold on, I screwed up. I needed to move this guy first. Then I can jump across here, then I can jump across... What? Oh. Motherfucker. Getting other steps again. I'll drag you this way first. Yeah. There we go. Now... My spatial reasoning is not nearly as good in this game as it was in the first game. Now I do this. That's not what I was trying to do. We don't have to do anything for that. You pedal. Boom. Big bang attack. And now I can run over here. We hadn't been in a fight in a little while. I just kind of like forgot that they were there. Yeah, she's almost out of synergy just from the sheer number of whirlwinds she had to do. Well, I was able to finish this puzzle off without having to. I was able to finish this puzzle off without actually having to use fire. I don't know how well I feel about that. But I don't think the fire area opens up until after I finish this Lotus. The fire area is that bottom area there. This is the whole Lotus move. You wish to awaken the guardian of the glyphs from slumber. Climb up to her lap, then wait upon her hands. If they didn't want to make it any more obvious than they've already made it. What is this in the back? There are strange glyphs written on this tablet. They seem important, but you can't understand them. That's right. That becomes a thing later on. Later on, you get the ability to read those glyphs. I remember that being a thing. Little ones, I have awaited your arrival. I hold the key to ancient secrets, and now desire to give it unto you. Do you wish to do you wish to possess these ancient secrets? Yes. Very well. You who are so willing and worthy, I bestow upon you the lost words of my kind. Or is this it? Yeah, with the book, I think we can now understand that text. Matthew can now read the ancient glyphs on tablets. Matthew got the glyph book. You don't think that I couldn't have figured this out? Like, I guess I get it, but like it's not that deep. Hey, this tablet's strange writing on it. These are ancient glyphs, aren't they? Yes, now that you have that book, I bet you can read those glyphs, Matthew. Yeah, take a look at them, Matthew. When the four statues point to the center, they will send the flower skyward. These puzzles are hardly puzzles when they tell you the answer right away. I liked the puzzle in I think it was the Venus Lighthouse, where you have to use mind read on the statues to find out what order they're supposed to be in. That's cool. Or like when you use reveal to find out like secretly what rock is which rock and like what order you're supposed to press them in. To get the magical draft from Tolby. Can't go that way yet. Ah, if I get the grip synergy, then I can slingshot my way across that. Hey, there's Joel. His head kind of got, like, ludicrously big there. I do like that they've basically kept the general interpretation of their monsters from the first games, but then, like, translated them into 3D. Okay, yeah, before I can get to him, I have to grab Grip. Forgot all about these ruins. Yeah, it's fun to come back to, like, because this is the not traveled game of the series. Like, people like the other games a whole lot more, so you like, they just feel a little bit more, like, known. But people just don't play Dark Dawn that much, so, like, it's super easy to, like, forget, hey, we finally got to see Stone Justice. That's the first time we've seen it this entire game. And then there's Power Charge, which is another thing. There's multiple releases now. I need to, early game party heal. So broken. I love it. I think I need to go in here first, and this is where I get my new, the grip synergy. And then I can go get Jolt. Got the grip crystal. Can only be used by Earth adepts, equipped to gain the grip synergy. Those who take this relic must prove their worth by escaping this room using its power. I don't know what that is over there. What does this tablet say? The grip power can pull you across gaps. Latch on and point with bridge distance. We'll go ahead and equip it. is that? The stone key. Right, for the door. Gaia Blade. All the originals etched in my memory. Yep. That's like, if you watch my series, I get the Soul Blade, right? But then I go through all the super dungeons. But because Felix's release rate is so high, I use Megiddo every single turn. With the Soul Blade, it's just Megiddo. I got so many Megiddos and so many like triple legends off. It was release city was all it was. So watch this. Aha, you've fallen into my trap, you fool. Yeah! Went, chill. And, we'll start with Forge. I love the way that Jolt looks. He's adorable, actually. Zagan. Heal, heal, heal. And summon a Zagan. Summon the Mercury Gem, and then you're gonna use Fever. There we go, I felt it. I do like that they still set at the end of fights, even if the fight's like already over. That's so, it's still the most adorable sound in the world. I'm always surprised at how adorable the Bawa is. Jolt is the lightning spirit. It's first encountered at the Canopa ruins. Jolt generates a shock that can bring an unconscious ally back around again. We give that to you. And we can't do anything with Chill because Chill is currently recovering, but Chill will be put onto Matthew because that'll keep Karis as being our full party healer. And it makes his attack go down as a Crusader instead of a Knight, but his defense and his PP go up. And her being a Magician is better than her being a Hermit. Just like significantly better. Actually, does it still make sense for us to put that on? That makes him a Swordsman, which makes his HP go down, his PP go up. His agility goes up. I think that's actually a better choice for me. Until I can get my hands on a Mercury Adept. Or a more consistent way of dealing with all of that. This must lead to, like, oh, it leads to nothing special. Cool. I was like, why would I ever do all of this then? I can't actually progress, though, because I don't have the Mercury Adept, so I can't actually continue the story. I can't continue going that way because I need to find the Mercury Adept before I can clear the dungeon fully. But now I can easily do this. That leads to there, so that's not really what I want to do right now. Can I go into the fire room now? Or is that still off limits? I can go into the fire room now. Cool. Or I can get close to the fire room at least. Here we go. Fire room. The heart of flame burns, the power of fire shall be released, weakening that which blocks your way. Imagine trying to play this game with only touch controls. The thing is, I'm still surprised that, like, DS games like this didn't see some way of being ported over to like iOS and Android. Because if a game can entirely be controlled by the touch controls on a DS, then they can just be controlled directly by the screen in a on an iPhone or on a you know what I mean. They could easily be just controlled by either of those without any change to the control scheme. Just blow it up, why don't you? We can ride this guy down. I am excited to revisit this game because, like I said, I don't remember a lot of this. I remember these ruins existing, but I don't remember what they were about. I distinctly remember the cutscene that happens next, and I also know that I probably need to be coming to a stop soon, because I do have work. Actually, you know what? Why don't we make that the actual stopping point then? That's a decent stopping point. We've got all the Djinn that we can possibly have up to this point before we get to the next cutscene, and we'll be picking up a new character next time that we play. Which, next time will be Monday. We will play more Golden Sun Dark Dawn on Monday. I play Golden Sun, I play whatever game that I want to play by myself on Mondays and Fridays. I haven't played the last couple of Wednesdays, but I try to play Valheim with my friend, Blake on Wednesdays. And tomorrow, which is Saturday, we will be, I believe, finishing, Little Nightmares, DLC. And then on Saturdays, I usually play with my girlfriend, Megumin. And I believe we will be getting back into Danganronpa with Ultra Despair Girls next time. But anyway, thank you, everybody who came out to the stream, and thank you again, Earth Isaac, for subscribing. That means a lot to me. Lets me know that I am making content that you are enjoying. And if you want to come back for some more Golden Sun, we will be back same time on Monday. But I've been Paladin Null. This has been Golden Sun Dark Dawn. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and as always, see you guys next time. Bye-bye.